Look at this shrunken head. Mm, mm. This is what we're going to make. The reason we're making this is I have a little commission. Someone wants a shrunken head for a friend of theirs, so I'm going to be making a shrunken head. Let me see. I need my stuffing, and you know what? I can use this stand right here. I wonder if I can use this little stand and stand this person on. How adorable. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Welcome in, people. Hello, Jennifer. Good morning. Are you ready for another crochet along? I have my stuffing. Woohoo! Okay, but it's going to be over here out of camera view here. Hello, Emmy. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, I'm just putting my little slipper socks back on because I got a little cold. I took them off because it got a little warm and now I'm a little cold. All righty. So I think I gave y'all a list of things to have for this crochet along. So it was some yarn, and we need different colors. And we have a lighter color for the face. Let's see, I'm going to turn you around. I'm going to move you over here a little bit. We have a lighter color for the face, and which is this one I'm going to use. And then we have the darker for the eyes and the mouth and the hair. I made them all the same color. You can do whatever you want, you know, you can put black hair or whatever. But that's what I got. And I have, oh, I like that view better, except for what the heck is that showing over there? Okay. I made these last night as my little, like, how many am I going to do? Oh, you know what? Let me go look on my, I had an idea. I had an idea, an evil idea. Hold on a second. I think I hear a puppy in here. Okay. I want to go to my note. I'm sorry that I'm out of, look at that cute picture of me. Where is it? Oh, look at me with my blanket. I love that blanket. I'm going to go find that. Where the heck is that blanket at? Where is my notes? Let's see. Okay. I may not be able to do this. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure this out. I'm going to really have to try to use my iPad because I really want to use my iPad, but oh well. Okay, welcome in, guys. Sorry about that. That's Crochet Along Wednesday in the yarn room. These things happen. Okay, we need scissors. I'm going to use a 4mm hook, and I had a little pattern, but it's on my phone, so I can't show it to you. But this is our basic pattern that we're going to use. And look at my fancy dancy little yarn. What do you call it? Stitch marker? I love it. I finally brought one over here. I don't know why I just have one. I know I have a million. I have a million around the house. Do you ever see all these bobby pins and things everywhere and you don't know where they're coming from? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, you guys who are in here, you want to lurk? That's great. Come and listen to me. Double tap your screen and leave me a like. If you got to get out of here, I understand. People got to live their lives. Just double tap and leave me a like. Okay, let's talk about, this is the base of last week. We did magic rings. We learned how to do that and how to make them flat. And there is a pattern that you follow every single time, and you adjust it for how big you want the head or the ball that you're making. I'll call it a ball because we don't know what it's going to turn into, right? So we do our magic ring. I'm going to point to it with this. This is our magic ring that we did. And then our second row is right here, which is an increase, always an increase when you're trying to make a flat square circle. The next round will be one single crochet and then an increase in the next stitch. One single crochet and an increase in the next stitch. And this is, I'm just going through this, waiting for everybody to come on in and start with me. But that's our pattern, okay? And then, so what do you think the next round is going to be? 2 single crochets and then an increase. And then the next round, when you finish that, is going to be 3 single crochets and an increase, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. So I decided with this one, this is going to be the size of this head, I think, right there. So now we're going to be working up. And I'm going to count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. I was thinking 10, but 11 because I make the middle one. That's usually what I do. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make it this size, okay? And we start with 6. So let's get started, guys. And I'm going to start with my, I don't know if this is going to work with all these balls up here, but we shall see. Let's see. I have it in a little knot here so it doesn't unravel, and now I want it to unravel, so will it unravel? I wonder. Okay, and I want this one to stay put. I don't want this one to be out here running around, wreaking havoc. Okay, let's see if we can work with that. Ooh, my bracelet. Sorry about that, guys. Who else is in here? Lorda. No, not making a bra, but we certainly can. If you need a bra, we can make one. Let me tell you, this crochet business is something good. When you make this, we're going to make a sphere like this, and we're going to stuff it, and it's going to become our little shrunken head. But I wanted to show you also what it looked like if you didn't stuff it and you just completed the whole circle. You can make this could be the top of a mushroom. And then from here on, you would make the stem coming out there by increasing. So spheres are your friends. Do not fear the sphere. Yes. Yay. Emmy is painting, and I love it. Let's start. I'm just meandering. Let's see here. We're using this color right here. Okay. And this may not be a good idea on this one since. There we go. I think that was two. Okay, so we're going to start with a 4mm hook, and we're going to chain 2. This is how I start my magic rings. 1, 2. And in that first chain, I'm going to make 6 single crochets, and always get your tension right at the first one too, because that's the hard one. Okay, what happened to my little pen? What happened to my little friend? Let's see. Okay. Let's put that there. So, it's trying to get away from me, but you're not going to get away from me, little bobby pin. I'm going to mark my first single crochet. And we're going into that first loop, the first chain. That's 1. Oh, that tension is not good right there. That loop is too loose. Look at that. Let's tighten it up a bit. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if you can hear this, but outside is so windy. I'm very concerned at the moment about my cactus. I have a really tall cactus that sways in the wind. I don't want it to break. So that is 6. And we know where the first stitch is, and we're not going to be going too slow because the tutorial is not going to be about learning how to do the circle. If you need that, you can go back to my other live. It's on my channel, and you can find it there. All my lives are there, and I have tutorials in my lives. I'm going to insert it into that first stitch where this pin is, and I'm just going to slip stitch it closed. There we go. Okay, take out this little thingy here. Then we're going to make a chain 1. And as we did on this one here, we are going to increase right here. Okay, so then that would give us how many? If we could put 2 in each one and we started with 6, yes, it is math class all over again, but elementary math class. Because Angie don't do nothing above 2nd grade. Nothing above 2nd grade, people. You get some 2nd grade advice over here. Okay, so if we double off the 6, we're going to have 12 naturally. So that's 1. And in the same spot, we're going to make another single crochet, and that's an increase. Go into the next stitch and make 2. And that's an increase in the same spot. And that's how you keep your circle flat. And we will do that. It's a pattern, a chain. What do I call it? Okay, now okay, I'm not going to talk anymore. That is the biggest lie. Maybe not the biggest lie I ever told, but that is a big lie saying I ain't going to talk no more because my. Okay, so let's see. Who's coming in? Goofy Gremlin! What? Well, let's fix that up, Goofy. Goofy. There you go, Goofy. There you go. Well, you left, Goofy. I was like, well, maybe, Goofy's kind of tired of me now. Hi, Rosie. Oh, is Linda with you? Hello, Linda. Micah, hello. Nice nail color. My daughter did that. Emmy did it for me because I cut my nails. Remember I had the rainbow? Cut my nails and they were splitting and everything. And yeah, she had to come and do it. I wasn't feeling well yesterday. Chevy 5-speed, how are you? I'm doing great, and you are my Chevy friend. I'm a Chevy girl, Chevy 5-speed. I don't know how many speeds I have. Just go. That's all I have. Ooh, math class. Yay. Hi, Melissa. I'm just taking a little break to say hi to everybody. Kels. Good morning, Kels. You're usually asleep at this time, Goofy? Well, I'm with you too because I would love to be asleep right now. But now that I'm old, I wake up early. Where was I? Do I have 2 in there? Yes, and I need 2 in here. And let's go and count. Wait, those stitches don't look good there. I don't know what happened there. Okay. I'm going to start over again. 2. Y'all distracted me. Why'd y'all distract me? Another 2. Okay, and we're going to go back and count, okay? And let's count from this stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, where is it? 12. Okay, got it. And now that means we're going to close it off and slip stitch into that first stitch, and the first stitch is here with the bobby pin. Okay, so when I start this, what the heck? I'm capturing one too many strands somehow. Okay, slip stitch it closed. Take out the bobby pin. Chain 1, and then single crochet into the first. The reason I sound a little strange is I put this in my mouth. I know, gross, but I had to hold it with something and I didn't want to put it down where I couldn't see it. Okay, there's our first one. Now our next pattern that we're going to do is 1 single crochet and then an increase. And don't forget that I always skip this little stitch right here by accident. So I have 1 and my increase right here. But you know what? If we make a mistake, that's okay. It's just a shrunken head. They don't come in a standard size. So 1 increase. And I'm going to put the pattern down for you guys probably afterwards. I should have put it in the description. 1, ooh, increase. But it's a crochet along. You can pause me if you need to. 1. Emmy wishes she had a pause button in real life for me sometimes, especially when she was growing up. Kids don't usually like their parents when they're, or their mothers mostly, because their mothers are always the ones that are in charge, right? Yeah, we bothered them. Get up, clean your room, do your move. Have you done your homework? 1. And so if we did this 1 single crochet and an increase in every one, that means we add 6 more stitches to the next row. So if we had 12 on this round and we add 6, that's 18. So we should have 18 when we go back. And okay. And I think this is on a double increase here. Okay, let's go back and count it. So what was that? 12 plus 6 is 18. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Woo-hoo! Good for me. Good for Angie. Okay, so we're on track. Let's go ahead and close this one out. So this is a pattern. For as wide as you want this circle to be, you keep doing this increase pattern. So if I did 1 single crochet and an increase, the next round to keep it flat is going to be 2 single crochets and then an increase in the next one. And then single crochet, increase. And that's just the pattern we're going to be using, okay? All right, here we go. Let's see. Chain 1. Go into the first stitch always. And now our pattern is 2 single crochets and then an increase in the next stitch. And when I say 2 single crochets, I mean like in each, each stitch gets a single crochet. That was in the next one, not in the same one, because sometimes it's hard to see when you're doing a tutorial. And now I do an increase in this one. I had already made one in here, but I'm going to make another one in there because our pattern is 2 single crochets, 1, 2, and an increase. 1, 2, and an increase. Thank you for all my hearts, people. Thank you. I'm going to try not to get distracted here. It's getting caught up with this other yarn. No. No. Now where did I leave off? 2. Okay, 1. 1, 2, increase. Is that my hair or is that like, thought it was from that might be my hair. How embarrassing. Okay, it's white. Oh man, I'm lost. This is an increase, 1, 2, and this is an increase that I have to go into this one. 1, ooh, isn't that fun? 1, 2, increase. 1, 2, and we're ending on an increase, which means Angie is a genius. She knows what the heck she's doing. Sometimes she feels like a nut. Sometimes she don't. No. Sometimes she's not. Do y'all know that? Do you know what I'm talking about, people? Only the oldies will know. Let's take out this. Okay. So now we're going to start. So when you look at this, you always know where you're at. You did your 6. You did your increase. 1 increase, 2 increase, and that means this one is going to be what? 3 increase. And by doing this, every round gets 6 more chains. I thought that was pretty amazing. I never knew that until I was like in my 50s. Okay, so we did 2. Now we're going to do 3. So this is our first single crochet. Emmy, did you learn how to crochet and you just choose not to crochet, or do you not know how to crochet? That would be a stain on the family name, so consider your answer before you answer. Hi, Shima. Hello, everybody. My goal for today, oh, Melissa, it's 100. It's 100. Yes, it is, Goofy, a doll. It is a shrunken head. Who doesn't need a shrunken head as part of their home decor? I do. I need it. Let's see if I can put it a little further back. Oh, anyways, sit there and don't be talking. What's her name? I don't remember. I named her, but I don't remember what her name is. But she's quiet. She never says anything. Okay, so if you're like me and you start talking, or you have to go let the dogs out or something, and you've already marked your first stitch, where am I? What is next? Ah, I'm telling you, you can't get lost. 6, then you increase. And it doesn't matter if you started with 6 or 8 or whatever. It's always going to increase by, if you started with 8 single crochets here, thank you for that heart and clouds. Anyway, Harriet, I believe, sent it to me. No matter what number you start with, the next number will double, and then you will add that same amount of number of stitches to the next round when you continue this pattern. So I know I'm going to go over it, but a lot of people need to hear this so they can learn, and people just are jumping in. You know what I mean? So 6, and then I increased. 1 increase, 2 increase. That means 3 increase now. Melissa, thank you so much. So I marked that one 1. Don't forget that second one. That gets left out. 2, 3, increase. 1, 2, 3, increase. Okay, remember I ended on an increase and we're on 3 increases. So I want to go check on you guys. Make sure y'all are okay. Thank you guys. Yes, I taught you, but you have no interest. You love watching though. Thank you, baby. Yeah. But I was going to be like, what? You mean I forgot? You're the baby? We didn't teach you? You guys? Hey, Raheel. Hello. Rachel. Yes, Rachel. Sorry. Oh, that's okay, Rachel. That's all right. Did I have one yesterday? I don't think I had one yesterday. I had one on Monday. Type in the word drop, guys, if you want to drop your channel and get yourself some subscribers. Okay, we ended on an increase. So now we're going to do our 3 stitches. Let's see if I can do this professionally so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. Because nothing's worse than having a tutorial and you can't see what those people are doing. You can slow me down with that little icon on the top that has, I think in the replay only, increase. I'm not sure, but you are able to control how slow I go. Okay, 1. I only went through the front loop there. 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2. I missed something somewhere. Was that 3? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Increase. And I missed one somewhere. So when I do that, this is how I fix it. I go ahead and make my another crochet there because I missed it somewhere along the way. This is a very splitty yarn. And that sounded kind of bad, didn't it? It's splitty is what I said. And this one is getting on my nerves here. This one's getting on my nerves. I should have just taken it off when I had the chance. Oh, wait. Oh, I do have the chance. Look at that. I thought this... Wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. Is this supposed to screw on? Yeah, there you go. Oh, wow. Did I... Okay, that one works different. Okay, here we go. Ha, ha, ha. Life with Angie is never boring. Okay, let's... I don't want to count. I'm just going to assume that I'm on count. And I will put a stitch in everything. And now I'm going to close it in that first stitch there. And it's not going to matter. Let's see, does it look like I'm catching something there? Okay, chain 1, remove your stitch marker. And we're on, I always have to go back and recount. That's why I love this, knowing this pattern here. 1, 2, 3, now we're going to do 4. And I think that we, I increased by 6. No, by 5 maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. And an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't miss it. And now an increase. So I like to talk when I do the increase because I know that's where I've stopped, right? So I'm making this, look at that, shrunken head. Yeah, she's lovely. She doesn't ever say a word. She's a really good best friend. And so I have a commission. It's from my cousin. She wants it for one of her friends who would love one of these, she thinks. So let's see. Let's see. So we're at 4. We're at the 4 increase. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, increase. You can't click on the links? Yes. Thank you, Rachel. Sorry, Rachel, I didn't see what you asked there, but yes, everybody is right. You have to have 50 subs to go live. That was an increase, and we're at the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to see if we are on count. We are. So that's how I know I missed one last time, because now this is our increase right here. And we end on an increase all the time. And so I had just missed it somewhere. Let's see. Let's insert our hook into that first stitch. I like doing it, leaving the marker in there while I'm doing it. And I love this because I can just stick it anywhere and it'll hold it for me. And now I chain 1. Hello, Clara. Hello, hello. You don't need to spam. We see you. We see you. I don't know, Rachel. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think it gives you if you click on their channel, it says like channel activity, things like that. I don't know. Thank you, Clara. Thank you. That's okay, hon. That's all right. All right. You know what we're making? A shrunken head. Who doesn't need one? Okay, so now we have made our first chain to start our next round, and I'm going to decide, what did I do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made 6. So this was 4, or was it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 6, okay? And so here's our first. Our fancy dancy little stitch marker. Thank you, Raheel. Oh, you gotta go play volleyball. Sounds fun. See you later, hon. Okay, let's see. So that was 1, and we're at 5. 2. I'm getting caught up in this yarn business. Imagine that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and now an increase. And we're going to go up to 6 increases because I wanted a larger head like her. Usually, for some reason, I make them kind of smaller, but this one, this was my little tester last night. Throw it to the side. Oh, I stopped at an increase. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm really tangled up in there. Just pretend y'all didn't see anything. Increase, increase. And you can go on forever like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It sure is windy out there. Increase. I'm worried about my plants. My corn is growing, guys. My corn is growing. I'm so excited. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that one again. 4. Let's do that one again. 4, 5. Ooh, it's windy out there. Increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And look at that. We're going to end on an increase once again. Clara, are you crocheting, honey? Woo, look at this. We made it. That's our reward. We made it. Now that was 5 increase. Now we're going to 6 increase because we want it to be this size. This was my tester last night, like I was telling you guys. So I need one more round. And you can tell where you do your increases because it's always kind of pointy. And don't worry, that'll work out, okay? Because it'll go away after. Okay. All righty, guys. Here we go. Back to it. Okay, look, I have 21 likes. Thank you. 21 thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. We're making a shrunken head. It's a commission that I have. So I said, let me just go ahead and make it with everybody. Maybe I've put it on my channel before. I don't think I even have a tutorial for it, but I've shown parts of it on a short, I believe. Thank you for all the hearts. Okay, here we go again. So now we're going to do, we're going to single crochet into that first one. And this round, we do 6 single crochets plus, and then an increase, 6, and that's going to be our little pattern. 6 increase, 6 increase. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and an increase. I'm not sure if we're going to finish this here or I would want to because I don't want my friend to wait, my cousin to wait for a week. Let's see for this, that's an increase. And so we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase. 1, 2, I'm a little tangled up here. What is this from? Wait a minute. Oh, dang it. I done got caught up in here. Okay. And then this one got caught up in here. Hold on a second. We're having some bell issues here. Despite me trying to keep this desk a little clean, I'm still having yarn issues. Oh gosh, did I just make a knot? Okay. Oh, you know what's coming back to my mind is that I had a dream this morning that I was sneaking around in my front yard. Isn't that weird? I don't know why. Sneaking around. I didn't want anybody to see me. Was that an increase? No, that wasn't an increase. This was the increase right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. Y'all see what I did there? Split 5. This is 5, 6. Increase. 1, 2. And join. And that's all the increases we're going to make. Now, I made it this big because I want I want it to fit. Not fit, but I wanted a bigger ball. You can make a smaller one, you know. I need a bigger one. Alrighty. From now on, we're just going to do single crochets up because we want it to go up here. And let's see, if I did, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 6 increases, 7 increases, and then the center, so that's 8. I want to do 8 rounds of single crochets because that's the center, because I divided in 3s. The bottom, the middle, and then the top. And then I always do it, if I did 5, then I do 5. If I did 4, I did 4 in the middle. You know what I'm talking about? That's just the way I do it. Don't know if it's right or wrong, but what I'm going to do is use one of my stitch markers here and mark this. I'm going to mark the next round so I can know what was my first round. So I know I need to make 8. Because once again, I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 rounds here. I want 8 rounds in the middle, and I want 8 rounds when I'm decreasing. Okay? So just, that's how I memorize it, and I don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I need a pattern. So here's my first, oh, let's take this out. It's my first single crochet. This is, you take care of that tension right there. You want it to be good. Not too tight, not too small. And then we put our little stitch marker into that first stitch. That way we don't lose it. We don't lose you. And now we're just going to do single crochets all the way around for, how many did I say? 8 rounds. 8 rounds because I had 8 rounds of these increases, including this magic circle. Yes, Shima, you tell them. Hi, Dee. Dee Yankee in Texas. Yes, you're in our crochet meeting. I don't know if we met. I think we went over this before. So, hello, Harriet. You're from Massachusetts. No corn growing here. I'm in Texas. And I just have, let's see, I have about 12 stalks that are growing, and it's enough for me to have my little garden fixed because I think in another life I was a farmer. Yes, please leave me the likes. I'm going to start begging soon. Okay, so here we are. We're going to do 8 rounds of single crochet. So we should this is no, I shouldn't jinx myself. No problemo, knock on wood. Should be pretty easy, but you know how that goes. Sometimes it's not. So do you guys have your stuffing? We don't need too much for this, but it's kind of a big project. I wonder if I should have made a small one. But why? I need to make this one for my cousin. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing over there? Is it still snowing in some of y'all's places? Over there with you, Melissa, I bet you're frozen. But you know what? Y'all are used to that weather. I mean, it gets 60 over here, and we're like, oh my gosh, my toes are going to fall off. Well, girl, put some socks on and leave your flip-flops inside when it's 60. Go put some clothes on. That's what I have to tell myself. Because we don't get very cold around here. And if it hits the 30s, nobody's driving. Not here. Nobody's riding their horses. Because, you know, I'm in Texas. We can't go outside and plow the field when it's frozen outside. Gosh, I'm gonna have to make 8 of these rounds. Oh my goodness. Hi, SN Jess. Hello. Come on in and leave me a like. Come on in. Even if you're lurking there in the background, guys, just leave me a like. It's free. It's so free. And if you are interested, you can go to my channel and you can sub and like, and all of my live videos do go on to my channel for replay. So don't worry, you didn't miss a thing. You can stay with us here live and go back and rewatch what you missed. And if you're interested in making this, we're making a shrunken head today. It is a commission for me. So I haven't made it in a while. I don't have an exact pattern, so I'm thinking I should write one down. And I think I did, but it's on my phone. Sorry for the yawning. It's on my phone. I hope I gave myself enough yarn there. And I will put it in the description later. I'm not sure if we're going to finish this here with you guys. I want to so bad. At least get the hair started so you know, and then because I really want to make this for my, I gotta, look, it's got to go in here, but I can't get it in there. Oh, you know what? Someone showed me something else on, they didn't show me just personally. I saw it on their videos. You keep your yarn in the front, you insert your hook through the front. I mean, through the back instead of the front. And you bring it through to slip stitch it closed. And I wonder if it makes a difference. They said it makes a big difference, so I'm going to see. All right, chain 1. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my marker here. And you thought I forgot about my other marker? I did. But this is our first round of our single crochets. So I'm going to mark this. Let's take this out. I'm going to mark this row. And so I know that it's this row, and I don't think, oh, is that the top or the bottom? I'm going to go through stitches in the center of that round. That round is our first round of single crochets, and we need 8. So I don't have to keep going back and counting and counting and counting. I can only go back to 8. So, you know, we are doing 2nd grade math around here. I think that's 1st grade. Sorry. Maybe I need some coffee. Eddie made me a thermos of coffee this morning, and it's still hot. So good. Coffee. Hello, my name is Angie, in case you don't know me. And this is the yarn room. I found my other name tag. Imagine that, cleaning my room up, and I found something. Okay. Just have to get around this. This stitch marker means nothing to me, just marking that round right there. And we're just doing single crochets all the way around for 8 rounds, from that blue marker all the way up to 8. Blue marker is number 1. I talk to myself about these things because it sticks in my head. Blue marker is round 1 of single crochets. So I know that, you know. I don't know if y'all are like that, but I am. Okay, so also, oh, thank you for those hearts. Snowing is done now, Melissa. Good. Okay, so I'm glad. I mean, was it a big inconvenience for you guys, or was it just a normal thing for you guys? For us, we would have been talking about it and writing in our diaries about it. The snow. It was white as snow. Hi, Amy. Hama time. Oh, Amy, we're making a shrunken head. Doesn't everyone need one for their home decor? Right now we are on the rounds where I'm just making single crochets, no increases, no decreases. We were making increases so we can get a flat bottom, and then now we want it to curve up. And they're just single crochets with a 4mm hook. And yeah, it's a commission. So I said, you know what? I was looking for another thing, which I am. There's this little series of things that I want to make that I was using AI to create some stuff. And it came up with ideas. And I'm not going to try to match them exactly, but it gives me great ideas. And I think that we should make them. And they would be like a fast little amigurumi. So yeah, I think it's going to be much faster than this shrunken head. Who knows? I may keep y'all in here for 3 to 4 hours because I really do want to finish this head. I may not finish all of the hair, but yeah. Thank you, Melissa, for the flowers. We're ending around. Oh no, we're going to go through the back. I want to see how that looks. How that looks, joining it this way. Keeping this yarn in the front, going in through the back, bringing it through, and slip stitching. Oh my, is that going to look better? I wonder. We shall see. Chain 1 for our next round. Splitty, splitty yarn. I think this was... It was in a ball or in a skein without any clothes on, the naked. It was naked, and I don't know where it's from, but I think it is. What was that name? Not Loops and Thread. What is the one that Joanne's had? I think that's what this yarn was. Bye, Rachel. See you later. It's our first one here. One. That way we don't get lost and we don't lose you, little first stitch. Okay, it's normal, but canceled school for 2 days. Okay, so it's normal, and it's normal to have those canceled days, right? Okay. Yeah, we would have canceled school if we just had the threat of having some sort of icy roads. You know, we can't drive in those conditions around here. We can't. And I'm not, being mean to ourselves, to us, because I am a Texan, but we're just not used to it. We panic. What? I have to put on pants today? We like to run around naked outside. No, we don't. Well, some of us do. I've seen some, but not me, pretty much. I do love to be naked, though, but mostly inside. I think this is too much information that I'm giving you guys, right? Sorry. Oh, Grandma's just fell off her rocker. Okay. 28 likes, people. I have a goal of 100. Let's see if we can make it to 100. That would make me so happy. Right now, I am working on the head part for the shrunken head. And then we're going to fill it up. We don't need any special eyes because she has stitched eyes. And this was, I found someone, it was not a pattern but I saw a picture of a crocheted shrunken head once, and I was like, what? I need it. So I had to make one for myself, and I made some small ones I think I have here, but this is my favorite one. I don't remember what I named her, but she has a name, but she doesn't like to talk very much. My gosh. Oh, look at that splitty thing. I'm going to act like I didn't see it. Y'all better not say anything to anybody. Don't tell anyone. Okay, on my screen it says 29. I hope it says 30. April showers, May flowers. Yes, we have April showers and May flowers, but our March is the time when we start blooming around here. And our state flower, the bluebonnet, is something that people go hunting for. and we take drives into the hill country to go and look at all the bluebonnets, and we get our yearly pictures. My kids have pictures in the bluebonnets as little kids. We just saw one for Emmy, if you're still here with me, Emmy. Remember the one I had? We propped you on a tree. We put you on a tree limb, hoping you wouldn't fall down, and you were holding on for dear life. But yeah, we always go out and look for them. And I love to go look for them because it happens around my birthday. And I associate it with my birthday, and all I want to do is see the bluebonnets, and I haven't gone in like 2 or 3 years. Oh, look at that. Chain 1. Pull that through. Okay, let's make our first single crochet. And let's count. Can we count? I want to count. Okay. Here is our first round of single crochets. 1, 2, 3. We're starting 4. So we're halfway done with the center because I am going to do 8 rounds, I said. And the reason I got to 8 rounds is I counted how many rounds I had when I stopped increasing. And then that way I want it to go up, and then I'm going to bring it down after it's 8. Emmy. When I try this, gonna be black hair on my oldest. Said yet I have to make it. She has a twisted brain. Yes, I love twisted brained people. Oh yeah, no. Us twisted people who like these creepy little things, well, we're super nice. You know what I mean? People have ideas about just because you look some way. You know what I mean? And I've always tried not to do that to other people. But it's very hard, right? You see these biker guys coming in, tattoos, vests. They just, you know, and they give you the impression like, oh, crap. And they could be the nicest human being on the earth. So we need to not, we do have to still be aware. Use your spidey senses to alert yourself to dangers and stuff, but don't automatically assume. And, you know, don't automatically assume. Yes. Oh, now I'm getting on to grandma advice now. Hi, Minnie May. Hey, love your name, Minnie May. Yes, I can't count when I'm a Minnie. Also, what is the deal all of a sudden? I need all these markers to help me because I like all of a sudden get really dumb. We're making a shrunken head, Minnie May. You have big teddy bears? Yeah, this could be a look, when you learn how to make the circle and all this stuff in the round, you can make whatever the heck you want. It's just the size that you make it and the hook size you use. Okay, I don't like that. Let's go back. Okay. I don't know what I did, but I don't want to do it again. I'm just making single crochets. I just split the yarn somewhere along the way. Let's not do that again. Yeah, when you learn how to do stuff in the round, my gosh, your world just opens up. You just have to know how to increase and decrease. And I just showed you how to increase, and I am going to show you how to decrease. That way you get a circle like this, and you can fill it up, and it's a ball. This can be a head. This could be a body. This could be, flatten it out like this, and it can be the top of a mushroom. It can be a nest for your chicken. Oh, these circles, these are everything. And or you can make it, have it come up a little further, and you can make it into like a little mug, and you can make your little latte stuff to go in there. I love making food. I used to crochet a lot of food, especially sushi. I do not like sushi, but I love to crochet sushi. And I used to make little, I found at the thrift store once a whole bunch of little plates that were little condiment plates with a little condiment bowl, and I used to make some little dumplings and sushi to go on there, and I made fried rice to go inside the bowl, gave the fried rice some little eyeballs and stuff, and gave them a chopstick, and then I wrapped it up in cellophane, and I would sell those. I don't have any left because I sold them all. And they were, to me, that is so fun. That's what I love to do in crocheting. Making unusual things. It's totally appreciate Afghans and all that kind of stuff, but definitely not where I'm going. And I guess you can probably tell since I'm making this so shrunken head. What kind of grandma makes shrunken heads? This weird one right here. Oh, look, I forgot I was going to. I'm practicing closing it off a different way, coming in through the back with the yarn in the front. Pull it through, pull the yarn back, and in through that stitch, slip stitch it into there. And let me see, how is it looking? It is looking a little bit better, right? I don't know if it's going to make much of a difference, and because it does slow me down a bit when learning a new one. Angie, you don't need to be so rough. Chain 1. Remove the hook. Single crochet into that first stitch. Insert your marker again. This very highly expensive custom marker called a bobby pin. It's one of my favorite markers. One of my favorite markers. I'm going to get some in different colors. Did I say that last time? Yeah. You make a lot of worry worms and octopi. That's nice. Midnight Moon, hello. You're in, you're in, you're in. Endless possibilities. Fun grandmas. Thank you, Amy. Hi, Sophie. Welcome in. Just in time to see us working on a shrunken head. Look, you need to stay there, little one. You don't need to go anywhere. You just sit there and don't talk, okay? We're making a shrunken head. It's a commission someone asked for. I need to see. It's my cousin that commissioned it, so I can't wait to see her. She's my twin cousin. We have the same birthday. We think alike. She's just as gorgeous as me. She is 16 years younger than me, which I still am very mad about. She should have had the decency to be born the year before me, so I can have her older than me. But oh well, get what you get and you don't throw a fit, right? I got a great cousin. I'm not going to be throwing no fit. I love her. I love her. Hi, Sammy the Schnoodle. You're making a Totoro today? Oh my gosh. Hold on just a second, okay? Just a second. Sammy the Schnoodle. Look at my little base here. Look at my Totoro. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There's 2 of you in this world. Yay! I bet you there's more of us. There's a lot of people that I've run into and we're like, oh my God, you're just like me. Twins. I have so many twins. What do you call it when you're beyond twins? Septuplets? I don't even know when it gets beyond 10. Hi, Cindy Lulu. Come on in, Cindy Lulu. I love just saying your name, Cindy Lulu. The 1368, gotta pop an Adderall to finish this beanie. Wow. I kind of get you because sometimes, even when I'm really tired, I want to sit there and crochet, but it's usually in slow motion. Cindy, we're making a shrunken head, and I got to make 8 rounds of single crochets, and then we're going to start our decrease, and we can stuff this little guy. I've been on here about an hour. I hope we can make it under 2 hours. You definitely do not have to stay with me the whole time, but I wish you would. But this live will be published on my channel, and you can always go back. You can stop. You can, you know, slow motion me, anything you need. But the only difference is you won't be able to participate in the chat, but you can leave messages. So please, please don't give up on me if you need to go somewhere or be somewhere else. Come and watch me again later. I'm going to be here. I'm here till Thursday. No, I'm here all the time. You need me? Right there. Just click on my channel. Just the funniest one is the very first video I ever made. You know what? So when I first started YouTube, I started researching making YouTube channels and what to do. And I heard from somebody, and it has stuck with me as advice. Just do it. Your first 10 videos are going to suck. And they do. And it's awful. And it took me about, I think I'm going on 2 years in April here. It took me a good year to figure out what, maybe a year and a half of what I want this channel to be like. And I mostly do lives here with you guys. Crochet alongs. On Mondays, I have messy Mondays where I'm cleaning up my room and you can hang out with me while I'm doing it. I won't put you to work, I promise. You can sit and crochet. Don't start complaining. Oh, Totoro, did I hit you? Sorry. Sorry, Totoro. I used to make a lot of these. I only have a couple left for myself, but we sell them at the conventions, and I need to make, oh gosh, so many things I need to make. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the first 10 videos suck. Okay, we need 8 rounds of single crochet. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to go on 6. Let's take our pin out. Going to make our, I think I joined that round normally. It does look like you can't see it. I think I'm going to start doing it that way. I'm not going to go back and do this one. Let's put this in the first stitch. I love this little, I like these little bulby things at the end of a bobby pin. You know what makes you have a good life? You want a happy life? You got to see the goodness, the happiness, the fun in everything. If you're looking for bad stuff, you're going to find it. I didn't have a perfect life. People treated me bad. You know, bad things happened to me, just like everybody else. But you got to look on the bright side, people, because life is good. Everything is beautiful. Most people are good. You will always find a bad person, a bad situation somewhere. And the internet loves to show you bad stuff. Don't pay attention to it. Look, one of my videos that I like to watch the most on YouTube are these silly girls who get arrested because they're like drunk and they're fighting the police. Like, they ever think they're going to win, and they all say the same things. My dad's a policeman. My dad's a mayor. My dad's the lawyer. He's going to get you. You're going to be so fired. And it is hilarious to me. Not that that's their, they're going through a lot of stuff, but I mean, it really is entertaining to me. So the internet is crappy sometimes, but I don't get stuck in that. And I don't think every young girl or whatever or person is a crazy loony person trying to fight the police. It's just, there's got to be them people there. Your dog is watching you crochet. Yahoo! What a nice dog. Where's mine? Let's see. Cha-Cha, are you in here, baby? Cha-Cha's in here. She matches her bed. That's why I couldn't tell if she was in or not. My dog is asleep underneath my table in her little cave bed. She has a little bed that's Christmas. What is this one? This is a reindeer. That's why it's the same color as her. She's the color of a deer. So, Minnie Mae, what conventions do you go to? Maybe I've seen you. Maybe you have. Comic-Con is our one that we usually go to here in Houston. So we've always done really well on Comic-Con, and it's my daughter and I that would go, and now it's her and her husband go to the conventions, and she makes a lot of craft stuff. And we used to do so well there, and it was so fun. But I'm too old to do that anymore, but I do contribute some things to her her products, and she does need a lot more Totoros. And this Totoro I did long time ago, so my stitches are kind of yuck, but I don't care. I love Totoro. Um, I don't even think that I've seen the anime. Is it anime or is it? I have not seen it, but you know which one I like? What I do love and I love to make is No Face. I would make him, and my daughters say I look like the grandma on there. But that was such a good movie, and my heart just melted when he was crocheting, when he was knitting, and he became happy. And so I used to make No Face, and I used to hang uh, a ball of yarn and have him knitting with little um, toothpicks. There were some cute little decorative toothpicks, and I put them on as little knitting needles for him, and it was so adorable. I don't have any left. They're all gone. And they were very simple. They were just like tubes like this of black, and I put his little face on there, and it was so adorable. Sammy the Schnoodle. I have 3 dogs. 2 of them are Chihuahua. The other one is a smaller dog too, bigger than the Chihuahuas, but looks like a Chiweenie maybe. She's kind of big and long, but she's big compared to my other dogs. So I'm not going to count how many rounds we have here, because I think after this one might be 8, and I will check after I'm done with this one. No need to get my hopes up. I will get there when I get there. Anime, yes, yes, yes. And so I saw another anime, and it sticks in my head, and I don't remember the name of it, but it was a hotel where like everyone was dead and this person couldn't get out of it, or I don't know, but I still see the imagery in my head. And I don't know the name of it. Luna, something Luna, I think. I don't know. A schnoodle. Is that a schnauzer and a poodle? 22 pounds. Wow. My Chihuahuas are like, oh, if they get to 13 pounds, I'm like, dang it. So they're about 12, maybe 11 to 12 pounds, I think. If any of my daughters are on here, correct me, please. Y'all probably know better than me. One time we were moving into an apartment because our house was being built, and we sold our other house, so we had to move. So we moved to an apartment, and I had to tell them that we had a cat. Well, okay, what kind of cat do you have? And I said, oh, I don't know. He's gray. I think he's a Maine Coon. How much does he weigh? I don't know, about 20-something pounds maybe. They nearly fell out of their chair. I don't know how much animals weigh. That wasn't my cat. It was my daughter's cat. So I didn't know how much Pepper weighed. And by the way, we still have Pepper. He's 19 years old. But he was not 20 pounds. He's like a little rat with fur. He's just so little. 3 years old. Yes, a schnauzer and a poodle. 70%. Ah, so cute. What's popular over here, I don't know if it's popular in all areas, but Labradoodles. So they're huge. Poodles, naturally, regular poodles, regular noodles. Regular poodles are pretty long, are pretty big. There's the miniature poodles, right? Those are the ones I like the most because they're small. I like small dogs, something that, that is like me. Chihuahuas are my total personality. They're small and feisty. Don't get near them or near my food or anything. I'll bite you. I'll bite you in the ankles. And I'll run after you screaming. So they're like my personality, the Chihuahuas. So, yeah. Oh, you love the doodles. That sounds funny, right? You love the doodles? Ooh, you love doodles. Oh, you said doodles. Okay, yes, I'm only 12 years old. I'm a 12-year-old boy inside. This grandma is a 12-year-old boy. That's my sense of humor is from a 12-year-old boy. Okay, let's take this out. And now let's count because we might be there. We need 8 rounds of single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa, it's our last one. Okay, and then we're going to start decreasing, okay? There's our first single crochet of this round. No, no. What is wrong here? Okay, let's go back. 1. There we go. Put our stitch marker in that first little spot there. I'm a very visual person, so I'm kind of like catering these live tutorials towards people who need to see every stitch, because I can watch a video on mute and learn how to crochet that thing just by what they're doing. I don't need words. Words confuse me. Numbers confuse me. So this is our last round that we're going to make of single crochets. I've only been here a little over an hour. Thank you for all those hearts and 39 likes. Yay, yay, yay. I have a goal of 100 likes for today. Let's see if we can reach that. Set them high. And yeah, we'll see. So, oh, 40. Someone just pushed me over to 40. Still acts like a puppy. Yeah. Okay, baby. Did you finish your art? Love you. Bye. Get some good sleep, hon. Later, later. I love that my daughter was on here listening to me. I feel so loved. I often wondered, okay, so parents out there, I don't know how many of you guys have young kids still, but let me just tell you, this is the best time of your life when the kids are small. When you are going crazy, the best time of your life. You will miss it when they are gone. But I used to I used to cry at night sometimes that I was just the worst mother. I have messed up these children. It was not an experiment. I can't just start over and do it again. You know, all that yelling I did is going to mess them up for life. And, you know, yeah, they tell me all these things how, you know, I was crazy. And, but my kids still love me and come and see me, so I had to have done something right, or they're just naturally good people despite of me, despite of my parenting. Because I didn't have very good parenting examples growing up. I had to make it up as I went. And I tried my best not to be like how I was raised. I tried my best. So I love my baby. Thank you, Emmy. You'll send me a pic? Okay, thank you, hon. So back to why I was saying all this, because I'm glad that she comes to see me, and sometimes Allegra's on here, and I'm like, really love it. I love it. I love my children so much. Everything I have is for my children. That's how I feel. I don't need anything. I just need them to be happy and productive. And all my children have moved out of the house. Oh yeah, I was going to do this back one. So I also think I did something right there. Let's take this out because don't lose it. Don't lose where that stitch is. It's right here. The stitch was too small for the hook and the marker to be in there. Let's bring that through. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. After my live, let me see if I can get my friend to go with me. After my live on Saturday, we have our crochet meetings on Saturday. I'm going to see if she wants to go shopping for. She and I are going to make tamales on Sunday. So we need to go get supplies. Saturday, Eddie has his band over. So I can't be here. We can, but it's loud. We can't do anything really because they'll be taking over the whole house pretty much. But Sunday we're going to make the tamales. Okay, look. Let's. This is my last stitch here. So let's go ahead and put so we don't lose it. Let's talk about this now. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds of single crochets. We increased to make it flat, how big we want the bottom to be. Now we did that. And let's see, is it kind of looking like it? Sorry, Totoro. It's about the same size. Doesn't have to be exact for me, you know. But I will put a pattern there so you can make it exactly like that again. Using a 4mm hook, we have 8 increase rows from the beginning. We're going to have 8 single crochets here, and now we're going to start decreasing. We ended on a 6 increase. So we're going to go work backwards. 6 decrease. The next round is going to be 5 decrease. The next round is going to be 4 decrease. And we are going to move this over. This marked the first round of our single crochets. Now we're going to mark the last round of our single crochets. It just helps me as a guiding pinpoint, you know, little marker. That's what you're here for, marker, is it not? I do like these because they pin on there. So this is our last round of single crochets. Now we're going to start decreasing, okay? Let's take this pin out. And we ended with 6 increase. We're going to work backwards now. We're going to do 6 decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot to put my marker in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the first one right here. Don't forget to use your markers, just so for your own sanity, my goodness. Okay, guys, look at where did the time go? I know. Mom guilt. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know, but you'll make it. And I'm like, please just live in the moment sometimes. Stop and stop worrying about what's happening and just look around and make note. What is your kid doing? Look how tall he is. Look how tall she is. Look at her, the way she smiles. Look at her hair and commit it to your memory. I used to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And we're going 5 decrease because, and I do that still because when my kids, rarely they're all together now. Was that 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay. Now we're going to do a decrease. When my kids come over and as adults and are in my house, sometimes I like to go to the other room and just listen to them cackling and laughing and talking. And it reminds me of when my house was full. My house was full. Now I need some grandbabies, people. Decreasing time. Now we got to start learning again, people. Decrease. We're going to see this stitch right here, and this is another stitch here. We're not going to make a single one. We're going to go only through the front. We're going to insert our hook. And there's a couple ways. Some people just insert here, again, in that second stitch and bring it through. And I think I'm one of those people. And then you make your single crochet. Now, don't get it mixed up with this one. You already did this one. So now you're going to do how many more? 6. And right here is the point where you need to have this stitch as tight as you want it to be, you know, still loose, because that's your tension right there. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a decrease. You just capture that first loop in the front. See it? Nope, that's 2 of them. We just want that front one. Then we want this other front one because we are decreasing these 2 stitches into 1 stitch. And that's how we make things get smaller in the crochet world. Decreasing. And we yarn over and act like that's 1 stitch that we went into. Make sure all your tension is good and you go through. And it decreases. Can you tell where my decrease was over here? Anywhere? You probably can if you really look, but not if you're not really looking. Okay, let me take a little sip out of my coffee and see what y'all been talking about. I know, right? The time is flying by. It does, the glimmers. Oh. Yes, exactly my belief, Melissa. I can tell that about you too, the way you talk about your children and stuff. I love it. I love it. Gifts from God. I love to see my kids come over, and I kind of love to see them leave. Because when you get older now, you get used to being alone, and they're making so much noise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They make so much noise and so much mess, but then they leave, and you're like, oh, I can go back to normal again. But that first time when the house was empty, I cried. What am I going to do? My job, I retired because I was a stay-at-home mom, and now nobody needed me. So get some chihuahuas. Why don't you? Did I decrease? I'm going to. I think I did. I think that was a decrease. Yes, see how the little loops went up? Yes, I did. That was a decrease. Okay. Too much talking about the children. But the best you can do is do your best. You know what I mean? 1. I don't know if I skipped anything there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, and my kids complain about you were this and you yelled and you whatever and you really messed us up, Mom. I'm like, look, honey, I'm sorry for all the mistakes I made. I'm sorry that I yelled at you. I'm sorry that I did this. Why did I do that? I don't know. I'm so sorry. You have to forgive me because you have to know that none of that was done because I hate you or I don't love you. I did everything out of love. So if you do everything out of love, I believe everything will turn out okay. They need struggles, right? What kind of life would they be if they thought everything was easy and handed to them? We see a lot of problems like that. My kids, they said, Mom, why did you raise us like if we were poor? I said, because you don't need anything. You don't need those shoes. Because I grew up poor and I was like, I didn't want them to be thinking everything was handed to them. 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to do our decrease. Hi, Annie. How are you? It's evening for you. Wow. Emily, hello. Come on in. The invisible decrease. That's right. Yeah. Yep. My son today, he does pretty well for himself. He has his own house and he works from home and everything and he has everything he needs, right? And he tells me, "Mom, why did you always make me feel like $3 was too much to pay for anything?" I still feel like that. I'm like, "Good. Good." I'd take him to the Dollar Tree and I'd say, "Get 2 things. You only get 2 things." My friends are skiing with their family. I'm like, "Good for them. We're staying home. We're going to paint these rooms." Okay, was that 6? I didn't decrease yet. Okay, I'm hoping I'm on the right track, guys. Too much talking. Too much talking. Invisible decrease. I love you. 1, 2. Thank you for all my hearts. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see, we're coming to the end. Oh, look, those 2 right there. I'm ending on a decrease, which means I'm a genius. Angie, you did it again. You old lucky dog, you. decrease, and we ended up at the first crochet stitch of a single crochet, and we slip stitch it. You're a genius, Angie. There's your reward. There is your reward. Thank you, guys. You guys, anybody just coming in, looking around, seeing if this is a nice place to hang out? It is. But if you don't want to stay, that's okay. I'll try not to cry. Leave me a like and I'll be okay. Leave me a like. Just press the thumbs up or double tap your screen or something. Okay, so this was a decreased row of 6 decrease. So the next one we're going to do a what? Quiz, pop quiz, pop quiz. What is the next round? The next round is going to be 5 single crochet and then a decrease. Okay. You're loving the shrunken head? Who does not love a shrunken head, Amy? I'll be right back. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I'm going to still talk because I think I have some miniature ones somewhere. Where's my shrunken heads? I thought I had some shrunken heads around here somewhere. No shrunken heads. Dang it. I don't know where they're at. Okay. A drawer full of stuff. And I don't know where them shrunken heads are. I have a whole bunch of mini shrunken heads. I don't know if they got sold. Maybe they got sold. Because I give them to Bree if I have things, you know, and I just don't get them back. I don't remember what I make. Sometimes I see stuff and they're like, you made this for me. I was like, I don't remember that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a decrease. Okay, so here is my 2 stitches. Decrease. Let me go get something else for you guys. Hold on a second. So we're at 5 decrease. Did y'all hear that? I also like to do needle felting, and I have toe to row here. So it's just a jar that's upside down, and I just screw that on top like a little cloche. I should put a bead on top. And it's just felted, and it's totoro with all these little yellow, the different colored totoros. He's got a tree there. He's got his little leaf. So adorbs. And then I just glued it into the lid and put the thing back on it. And I've had this. I don't want to give this up because I'm not going to make another one. I don't sell these. I used to sell some pin cushions out of felting, and they did them in teacups. But look at that. I'm going to put him here so we can enjoy him also. Stay there, Totoro. Okay, Melissa. Have a great day, Melissa. Hug your kids, hon. I know you do. Yes, leave me some likes. Melissa said to get yourself over here and leave me a like. No, she didn't say that. I said that. Oh, look at that. Oh, dear. Okay. So that was a decrease. Now we're going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do a decrease. Okay. Let's see. Here's our decrease. I like to show it because, you know, there's always somebody who's watching that may not know how to do this. So be patient with us as we include everyone. Gonna make sure I get the whole stitch. Go through the 2 front stitches. Adjust your tension. Pull through. Now don't forget, you went through this one. It looks like it's a stitch there, but it's not. You went through it. Now you're gonna go through this one here. And then we're gonna do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, very splitty yarn, 5. Okay. Now we're going to do decrease again. And that's the way we're going to do it. And it makes our circle go in. In a little while, we're going to start stuffing it just a little bit so we don't have to stuff it so much at the end. It'll just make it easier on us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Invisible decrease now. Welcome everybody who's popping in. Goodbye to those who are popping out. Thank you for hanging out with us. This is Crochet Along Wednesday with Angie in the yarn room. And we're making a shrunken head. Who doesn't need a shrunken head? Come on. I know y'all do. I know y'all need one. Look at that. Don't tell anybody about that. What I'm going to do is go back here and pull that through into the back. How's that? Like it never happened. I'm sorry. Oh, they trained you to ignore other people's talking. I know. It's so funny because my husband, when I used to do a lot of crocheting out in the living room, he'll come and he'll start talking to me. Now he knows better. But he would start talking to me and I'd be like, 1, 2, and I'd start counting really loud. And he was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, he's like, oh, you're counting. So now he knows. Let's see, that was a decrease. Okay, I'm out of the picture, sorry. Okay, now we're gonna do how many? 5, we're in the 5 row. And if we forget, oh, let me see, I sat in a different position. Did I make y'all smaller or bigger? There we go, okay. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a decrease. Who's popping up in here? Leave me a like. Leave me a like, people. Whoever likes me, leave me a like. If you don't like me, please leave me a like. It made you think of them. Yes, right? They trained you well. Firenzla, hello? Well, for Firenzla, this is the video that you're going to get. This is the tutorial. And you can go and rewatch this again on my channel. It's in the live section. And I am going to post the pattern in the description and maybe inside my community post. Also, you can go look, join my community and leave. You don't have to join it. You just go in there and you could talk to people, leave pictures of whatever you're working on and stuff. So, yeah. So just catch this again later because it will be on my channel. And I forgot how many I did there. I think 4. 5. And then you can fast forward once this is published on my channel. You can always fast forward and whatever you need. Look, I may just barely be having enough of that yarn there. Barely. Let's do our decrease. I don't know. I think I didn't do a decrease. And we have 2 more. Did I not do a decrease? Angie. Angie! We're going to go until we get back to a decrease. Is that a decrease? That was the decrease right there. We all have the same problems when we're crocheting, right? Counting, forgetting. Trying to get in here, I got all splitted. The way I get my yarn to be back to normal is I close it, pull it, close it again, and it seems to straighten itself out. So here's the decrease. 1, 2 front stitches, pull through, pull through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, Rita. Hello. I know it's very early for you, right? Good morning, good morning. Rita, we are making a shrunken head, Rita. Right there. Not Totoro. He's just here to visit. He's just here to visit. Ah, what did I do? Did I do it? Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're going on a decrease. But we must have been off somehow here. I don't know how, but that's okay. We're going to do our decrease, our invisible decrease. Thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me. Let's see. We're going to redo that again. Invisible decrease. Angie can do it. There we go. There we go. A shrunken head. Come on, Rita. You don't need that as a centerpiece on your Easter table. Or just hang. Mine hangs year round. I put her in a bird cage. Okay, I have 2 extra stitches left over because I think in whatever I was doing all the way around, I skipped 2 single crochets. So I'm just going to make 2 single crochets, and hopefully at the next round, I will end up with a decrease. So we're decreasing, and this was the row. Man, this yarn is so splitty. This is, the previous one was 5 single crochet and then an increase, 5 single crochet increase. And let me take out my handy dandy super custom marker. Make a single crochet in that first stitch where we connected. Single crochet. Yeah, look at, I just splitting it like crazy. I have to look at it without looking through the camera because most of this is, I'm going to do it again because that looks yuck. This is our first single crochet. I still pulled something there. You can tell which one is off. I pulled a string that came out of something. Okay. Let's put our stitch into that first single crochet top. Two, 3, and 4. It's going to get easier because it's getting small. Oh, wow. 4. The wind is so strong. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if you're wondering what this was our first, our last single crochet row. And this is where we started to decrease at 6 and 5, and we're doing 4 decrease. So that was 4, and now we're going to decrease here. And we're doing the invisible decrease, guys. And I hope, I don't think we're going to finish this today. I really do not think we're going to finish this today. Okay, 4. Back to 4. Let's see, make sure I don't go into the same one. All right. 1, 2, 3, ring-a-dingy, 4, ring-a-dingy. Oh no, how is it? 4, ha 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 ha, from the count from Sesame Street. Okay. Ooh, I'm almost at 50, half of my goal. I'm almost at 50 thumbs up, people. 50 thumbs up. Okay, 4. We're at 4. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm sorry if I'm throwing some of y'all off with my counting, but you know, tune me out, people. Tune me out. Don't silence me, though. I don't think I get any monetary value off of this channel if you put me on mute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Invisible decrease. Now they get smaller here because this is where I did the decrease. So I just kind of like pull on them a little bit to open them up. We're doing a 4 increase, 4 single crochet and an increase sequence. Oh, look at that, still hanging out there. I'm gonna have to fix that later. 1, 2, 3, 4, decrease. Guys, don't forget to drop your channel by typing in the word drop if you would like people to go check your channel out. It's DROP. 2, 3, 4. I can hear all the people golfing out there. So I'm still behind on 2. Somehow I did something wrong there, but I'm going to do my decrease and just make a single crochet in each of the other spots because this is not vital to the design or anything. We're just making a circle, and if it has 1 or 2 more stitches, it's okay. It's going to survive. I'm sure that I'm only down 1 right here. I have an extra one here. Shrunken heads were not made to specific size. It's the size of the human head that was shrunk down, and everybody has a different size human head. I have a huge human head. Huge! You know what I have is yesterday, the day before when y'all were with me on Messy Mondays, my little bones. I wonder if I should have put a bone like around his nose. That would be so adorable. I wish I knew where it was around here, but I can sew it on later as an afterthought. Not an afterthought because it's not an afterthought. Well, it's kind of, I guess. Chain 1. Remove your marker. Move the marker, people. And what decrease did we just do? What decrease pattern? We did 4 decrease. So we can go back and count. That's the beauty of this and these little markers here. The beauty. If that was our last one that was all single crochets, no decreases, then we did 6, 5, 4. Now we're going to do 3. Bye-bye, Rosie. See you later. Hello, hello, MD. Hello, hello. Momentos de Crochet, thank you. You're 52. Yahoo! Good to see you, Ana Paula. Good to see you. Which one from Firenze? Just wanted to say that the head is super cute, and I definitely make one soon. Oh, okay. I didn't see one that got muted or anything. Fire, let's see. Okay. Well, I do have moderators here, and they do pay attention to everything I'm doing. And Rita has been a member of the Hookers, the TYR Hookers 101 for 16 months. OMG, lady. Thank you for being so supportive. Thank you. No, okay, so Firenzla, I didn't see anything. I don't know what happened, but apology accepted. I don't know what happened. I have been looking for my project for at least 20 minutes, Amy Radigan is saying. It was sitting camouflaged near my chair. I got a 4-leaf clover washcloth on my hook. Ooh, nice. You need to go and post that on my channel. I want to see it. Yay, Rita. So you are a TYR granny now, right? You're going to be coming up to a year soon. Well, you just 2 months in. I need to start thinking about more stickers, Rita. I really do. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So we were at 6, 5, 4. We're at 3 now. So that was 1 single crochet. That's 2. And now that's 3. And now we're going to do our decrease. 1, 2, 3. This is when it goes fast. This is when it goes fast. I think I'm going to start to fill this up just a little bit. Not too much. I don't want all this stuff in my way. Ow. Ow. Don't do what I'm doing. You should do it in chunks. Like that. Like that. Fill it out. And you can still get in there in a while and do more. I put my finger in the middle and I push it out to the side to make that shape. The round shape. Okay. So we're at the round that is 5, 4, 3. No. 6, 5. I'm at the wrong one, sorry. 6, 5, 4, and we're at 3. So 3 single crochet, and I know I always stop whenever I do my decrease. 1, 2, 3. It is very windy out there. 3. And now a decrease. And we stuff it because the hole is getting smaller, and it's going to be harder to fill up a big bulk like that. So just put some at the bottom. I'm a little hungry now. Haven't eaten yet. 3. 1, 2, 3. Aww. Oh, yeah, very scary. We're going to have to say prayers for him, for your grandfather. Ah, Amy. Wish I could give you a little hug, honey. I think that was a decrease, was it not? Yes. 1, 2, 3, and a decrease. One, 2, 3, and a decrease. I'm really concentrating, people. We need to do 3 single crochets and a decrease. And let's see, are we off track a little bit? We probably are. 1, 2, we're still off by 1. That's okay. Do our invisible decrease. Wow, I am gonna, as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna go outside and go grab my plant because I hope it's not broken. If it's broken, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry, 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 cry. It's like a little bunny ear cactus. And I usually have it inside, but I wanted it to be outside for a while, especially in the mild weather here. And after it got really cold. Okay, so we're finishing our round off of the 3s and the decrease. So now we're going to do 2 decrease. In that same stitch. When I do my a chain 1 before I start my next round, it gives me this. And I did a little experiment. The way I join is right here, but then for 2 or 3 rows, I joined the way that other person I learned on their YouTube channel, which is by inserting from the back instead of the front. And it does make a difference. I think I'm going to use that next time, but I'm going to continue the way I am right now. So we're going to do, this round is 2. If you forget, you can always count. Mark that first stitch because things start getting a little tricky around here. This is our last round of single crochets. That was 6 decrease, 5 decrease, 4 decrease, 3 decrease, so we're at 2 decrease. That's 1, and that's 2. And you see how it's getting smaller here? It's coming in. It's making a big old head, it looks like. Is it bigger? You can shape it however you want. Fill it out even more. Okay. How do I know when we're almost done on a channel? I get really tired. So, yeah, we're just going to do the head, people, and then we're going to, we can finish this next time, or I do a spontaneous live where you can check it out. Everything is always put on my channel, and come and visit me. I do 3 lives a week, unless something happens, and I post it in my community, and y'all can know that I'm not going to be on for whatever reason, but Mondays are Yarn Talk. I used to call them Yarn Talk Mondays, but now it's Messy Mondays because we're cleaning my room. And then Wednesdays are today, like Crochet Along Wednesday, and we work on these things here. You can crochet with me, and I'll put a pattern on there. And Saturdays are the Yarn Room's weekly crochet meetings every Saturday, 9 a.m. The other 2 days that I do lives are at 10 a.m. That way I don't feel like I have to get up so early. But Saturdays, I like to get going. Let's get going, people. 56 likes. Wow, y'all snuck up on me, people. Y'all snuck up on me. Rita, are you up too early, Rita? My goodness, I understand. Maybe you should just go back to the bed, get in, put the covers over your head, close your eyes for a couple of seconds and get back up. Maybe that'll restart you. Unless you have a little button under your chin somewhere, you can press it, turn it off and on. Always usually works if you turn it off and on. So I'm a little lost here, but that's okay. Here, 1, 2. We're all lost around here, Rita. 2. And then now I'm doing my decrease. I'm always assuming that I ended with a decrease when I'm talking like this. 1, 2, decrease. Ooh, it makes me excited when he starts getting smaller. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yes, that little button. Where did we get that from? What show was it? What movie was it from? 2, and a decrease. The little button under. Is it no, isn't it from Star Trek? Data's little button. Somebody's button. I don't know. But we used to do that with my kids whenever they were like getting to be too much. I'm like, where's your off button? I need your off button. And they wish they had a mute button for me. Now when they come visit me here, they can mute me. Okay, look at this. I think we got on track somehow. Somehow it all worked out. Let's start over again. Okay. 1, 2. The decrease. We ended on a decrease. Yay! Genius. Whoops. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Okay, here we go. Chain 1. Remove my marker. My marker. Okay. This deserves a bell. I ended up on a decrease. Yep. 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 Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think I allotted myself enough yarn. Look, I don't have to play yarn chicken. So it was 2 decrease, and so now we're going to do 1 decrease, and then I'm going to fill it up a little bit more, okay? So we got to do our first single crochet. Mark it up, baby. Mark it up. Ay, 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 ay. 2. Oh, no. 1 decrease. Oh, my gosh. Now we got to do a decrease on every other one. Where it becomes a little hectic and tight. Make sure that I'm not going. Okay, there it is right here. And be careful not to grab any of that stuffing because it'll come through. It won't matter so much right here because it's light yarn. Okay. This is our decrease. Oh gosh, I need a drink of coffee. Decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet. Was that a decrease? That was a decrease, right? So I need to do a single crochet. Was that right? Was that right? Let me see if that was a decrease. That was a decrease, okay. It's been a long time, people. We've been on here a couple of hours. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for visiting me. Let's do our increase. That was an increase. I really, really appreciate it. You guys do wonders for me. I hope I help y'all along the way too. I don't know how, but you know. Oh, I'm getting mellowed out because I'm getting tired, people. Getting tired. This old lady's gonna need a nap soon, even though she just woke up. She needs another nap. So I'm on the round that has 1 single crochet and then a decrease. The next round is going to have all decreases and all stitches. 1 single crochet and a decrease. You really got to pay attention here at the end when it's not my favorite when it starts to decrease, because the stitches don't look as pretty as when you first started. One single crochet. Move out of the way, marker. Do we end up with, oh, we do, look at that. Our decrease, and we used up all our stitches. And if I had not marked this first one, I would have lost it. I would have lost that thing. I wouldn't know where the heck it was. So marker, thank you so much, Bobby Pin, for doing your job. Now I can stick my hook in there and know that for sure that that's the first stitch, instead of worrying, wondering, counting, all that kind of stuff. Take my marker out. Chain 1, and now every one is going to be a decrease. Okay. But first, before we do that, I'm going to stuff it a little bit more, okay? Let's see. I wonder if that's enough stuffing. Maybe. And especially in the center, because I didn't put too much in the center. I just pushed it out to the walls because I wanted it kind of thick. And the stitches are small enough, and the hook was small enough that you can't see the fluff come through, the stuffing. And this one is pretty stuffed. This one's soft. I want more in here. Okay, let's put our marker in this little stitch here so we don't lose it. Because when we start stuffing, it's going to be there. Okay, so more stuffing. More stuffing. Let's see if that does it. I wonder if that does it. Let's see. I just push it, work it through there. Right here I can feel that it's a little empty. Not as full as the other ones. And you don't want to fill it so much that you open the stitches and you can see the stuffing through there. Let me do just a little bit right here, coming out to this side. And I think I will use this one to the center right here. Alrighty. My goodness, guys. I have been here quite a while. Thank you for hanging out with me. Alrighty. This is our round where we have a decrease in each one, and then I'm going to show you how to close it off, and that's going to be the end of our tutorial for today. Okay, so here is our first single crochet. We're going to insert our hook into the front loop of that one, and we're going to insert a hook into the next loop of the next stitch, the front loop only. Is how we do our double crochet. Now this is kind of hard to do when it's ending here. So sometimes I do just a regular crochet. I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's go back to our first loop. Okay. So this is your chain. Let me get that. My goodness, my goodness. What's up, yarn? It's tired too. This yarn says, it is time to finish this up, lady. I think that's it right there. Oh, no, it's not. What happened? Oh, there we go. And so I just pull it back and forth to make it, okay. Instead of just doing, we will just do a regular decrease is by going through both of them. But I'm realizing the front loop only is way easier than that. So, but anyways, let's go back to our front loop only. Sorry. Front loop only, decrease. It's called the invisible decrease. 1. And let's put our marker in. That's our first stitch, and it's a decrease. But our next stitch is going to be a decrease also. See how it kind of gets stretched up here a little bit? It's a little difficult, but we can do it. We can do it. Front loop only. Marker, move over there. Front loop only. Yarn over, pull through. Front loop only. Front loop only. Pull through. Yarn over, pull through. Thank goodness it's a small area here. I didn't count how many stitches we have. I think we should end up with 6. So this is a decrease in each stitch, and we're doing the invisible stitch. I'm glad I have that marker over there because I would have been thinking right now, oh my gosh, is it the end already here? Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Where would I be without you? Totoro, thank you for not judging me, Totoro. Thank you. These take a while. Okay. I must have missed one, so I'm just going to do a single crochet in this one. And slip stitch into that first stitch from the same round. Slip stitch it. And it really doesn't matter if I did end up with 6, but I'm going to count. And I'm going to fasten off before I even count because, like I said, it's not going to matter to me. It's going to be okay. But we should end up with 6. And leave a long enough tail because you're going to need it to sew this closed. Okay, there's my marker. Going to pull it through to fasten it off. And I'm going to see if I need to take any stuffing out or do I need to squash it a little bit more so it doesn't look so strained up here. But this is where I'm going to put the hair because I like this side better, and this is going to be the bottom where they're always going to see. I should make little, no, shrunken heads don't have little tendrils. I'm just being demented. Alrighty, here we go. How we're going to close it off is, actually you could leave it like that if you wanted to, and just, the hole is very small. But I like to end it to look like this side. A long time I didn't know how to do it, but now I do, and I'm going to show you. You go through front loops only. Under, over. Let's see, the tail's too long. Okay. Pull it to the back there, and you go through the next stitch. And the front loop only. Under and to the top. It's one of my favorite things to do because it closes it off and it's like challenging myself. Am I going to be able to do it? I should have marked where it was, but I didn't. Where did we end? I can see my edge right here. Let's see. Oh, so good. We don't know where we ended. Is this it? I think this is it right here. Okay. See what happens when you don't use your marker. And I will go into this one also. So I don't know how many did y'all keep count? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might have had 7. I don't know. Then you just pull the knot. You pull the yarn, and it closes it. And to get rid of this one here, I always just kind of stitch it back here somewhere, and I go around. And let's see how it looks. It not as beautiful as the other one, but that's okay, because sometimes I go in here just to make sure it's not going to come undone. And I go back into that hole in the center. And it adds to the center ring right there. And it makes it look nice, so you can kind of fix it if you don't like the way it is. And always make sure that when you put the string, when you put this down, it kind of goes wherever the stitches want to be. You know what I mean? In the directions. Don't go sideways. And right there. And then I'm going to let it go back here. And that's how we end it off. Where's my scissors? I had my little scissors here somewhere. What happened to them? Oh, they got hidden by Totoro. Totoro is just trying to keep them safe so we wouldn't be in danger. Then we could take this out because we don't need to mark that anymore. There, and there's our head. Perfectly round head. Any way you can use the top as a bottom. This is the bottom, this is the top, and I'm going to make hair to go on here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make a video of these for that, or we're going to save it for next week. I might save it for next week. I'm not sure. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to drop your channel here before I leave. If you want people to go check you out. It is hypnotizing me, Rita. Ooh, I love my little girl here. She does not talk. I put her hair up like that and I hang her up. She moves from place to place, but right now I have her in a little bird cage just hanging because she was in timeout. I can't wait to make that hair. I don't remember how I did it. Let's look at it. Oh my gosh, I took the time to knot all of them in there. Wow. Wow, look at that. Okay. Yeah, I like it with the hair up here like this. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Oh! No, don't do that. Please, please don't fall over. Please don't fall over. Please stay still. There you go. Oh, there you go, dear. Thank you, guys. Thank you for making this ball with me. You didn't know, right? But we're going to do that. We're going to finish her off. Don't worry. We are going to finish that little shrunken head, and I will do it on a live on the next crochet along. That's what we'll work on, the eyeballs and stuff. So I might go make another one of these so I can go ahead and make my cousin's head first, unless I make her wait just a little bit. I'll see if she can wait. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Shima, hello, honey. And thank you for being with me. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Sammy, the schnoodle. Yes, with black hair, right? I did make some with black hair. What'd you say? You say, gonna bake one. Oh, gosh, Rita. Let's all go back to bed now. Everybody go take a nap. And I will see you next time, guys. Love you and go crochet something nice and post it on my community channel, on my channel page, my YouTube channel page, because I would love to see it and I'm very, very nosy. All right. See y'all later, guys.